Well, let's see, man. Like I mentioned earlier on this podcast in the episode, there's a lot of things that have been going on in the world. There was I'm not familiar with this. I just heard about it. You know, there was like a whole bunch of like things on my feed about the protest. Did you hear about that? Maybe you have more intel on that. I just know there was a bunch of like people that
Oh,
were
like there's always a protest.
parents about the LGBTQ.
Oh yeah, in California, bro, they were throwing hands.
Oh shit.
Can we say that?
Yeah. See, we gotta watch what we say, man. Just like I guess that the parents were going through that as well, man.
Yeah, but yeah. So apparently they were throwing hands in Cali because this stuff is kind of wild, right? So they were throwing hands in Cali because I guess the curriculum of that they were trying to teach in school was a bit too the parents considered the curriculum a bit too out of hand, so they started protesting it. Excuse me. They started protesting it, and what ended up happening was like they were protesting it, and then the LGBTQIA plus community was also there, like protesting the removal of the curriculum, like stopping people from trying to remove the curriculum there.
Yeah.
And they clashed. And if you watch them videos, like people were throwing hands, people were fighting, people were like dragging people. Yeah, and so
violent protest.
And so here's the thing. From what I've gathered, from what I've been told, some of the stuff in that curriculum would be deemed inappropriate a couple of years back if it was hetero stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, for example, they'll say like there'll be graphic descriptions in terms of certain levels of intercourse between two people of the same gender or whatever they talk about. And so it was graphic enough where involved parents were like, I don't want my kid being taught this. I need to remove from the curriculum. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like to I wonder like where the hell did that come from? Like how did it creep into the curriculum? Who proposed this?
I don't know. What I can tell you is this, and here's what I find disingenuous about this. The media is covering this in a way that makes it seem like parents are being bigoted, where in reality it's not that the parents are being bigoted, it's that the parents saw the curriculum. It wasn't like, oh, two people of the same gender like each other and that's it, let's move on. It's two people of the same gender like each other and here's how they engage in certain intercourse.
Yeah, man.
Right? But the media didn't say that. What the media said was like, oh, parents of anti-LGBTQIA plus curriculum clash with the LGBTIQ plus community. And that's it. They don't say why. They don't say what happened. They don't say, oh, here's what got the parents riled up. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so what bothers me about this, there's people in social media who are calling these parents transphobe, right? But if you watch the Matt Walsh documentaries created by, or I don't know if it was directed by Matt Walsh, but it was paid for and brought to you by the Daily Wire.
Yeah.
If you watch that,
what's it called?
It's called "What Is a Woman?"
Good question.
Algorithm, we out here, algorithms.
Trending. Hashtag what is a woman?
Facts. But if you watch the documentary "What Is a Woman," the way they did that documentary,
it sounds like a simple question to me. Like,
but the way
they made a whole documentary out of it.
Yeah, and the way he did that and it's just almost like a 2-year-old documentary.
Oh, now it's trending. It seems like parents are now. I don't think it has to do with being a bigot. I mean, at some point you have to draw a line, right? There has to be a boundary.
I agree. I agree. Hey, you want to put a wig on?
Yeah.
Great. Hey, take that wig off my son, please. He's only 12.
At some point, you can only tolerate so much, right?
It's not even tolerating it. It's like, hey, look, you want to put that wig on? That's on you, but can you get that away from my son? And before anybody calls anybody bigot about that, it's like, just remember, I don't want my son watching hetero intercourse before he's ready. Yeah. There's nothing about that that's bigoted. I'm not anti-straight for doing that. No, I'm serious. You know, you laugh. And we used to laugh 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah.
And so